honestly, it's irritating and infuriating that I even have to make a video about this. But let's be honest. Assassin's Creed is one of my favorite series of all time. But Assassin's Creed Shadow is never woke or DEI. The problem surrounding Assassin's Creed Shadows has sparked up some weird and annoying discussions about one of its main protagonists. And honestly, it's not the shorty this time. Last time y'all was mad that we got a female protag that y'all had to play as. This time we are talking about Yasuke. Mind you, he's a real historical figure and we should be happy about this because it's the first time they put in a real historical figure in here. And if y'all didn't know, Yasuke served as a black man, a black samurai in feudal Japan. But y'all didn't say shit when a black man was a slave in Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry, did you? Y'all was all good and happy with that. But now that he's a black samurai holding some type of power, we have some issues. Now, I know some of y'all are questioning the choice of protagonist, saying he's not real, saying he never was a samurai, saying he never existed, nor did he serve for Nobunaga. But there are historical records clearly showing that there was a real black samurai, not Afro samurai, a real living and breathing black samurai. So please, let's stop with this woke DEI stuff and really appreciate that the game draws directly from well-documented historical resources and primary accounts of the period. Now let's honestly talk about this. Yasuke was a remarkable African warrior who made his journey to Japan in 1579, accompanying some Italian missionaries during a diplomatic mission. Now let's dive into a little bit of historical context. Let's talk about Yasuke. Let's talk about his journey and everything that happened with him. Yasuke was a remarkable African warrior who made his journey to Japan in 1579. He accompanied some Italian missionaries during their diplomatic mission. But bro was so nice with it that his path led him to serve under the daimyo Nobunaga, where his goated skills and presence eventually earned him one of the highest roles and positions of becoming the first and only known African samurai in history. Now let's be honest, they not giving the samurai shit to just anybody. You not serving next to Nobunaga just for a story, just for anything. You had to be him, and Yasuke was. And I don't know about you, that in itself is so fire to me. It could have been a white dude, it could have been an Italian, it could have been a blue, green, red. The fact that somebody came from a different place and became a samurai for feudal Japan is just fire to me. And his story is so thoroughly documented in multiple historical records. Like, do y'all honestly think that the Japanese people couldn't tell it was a tall ass black samurai with locks walking around protecting them and Nobunaga? Like, let's be honest here. There are so many detailed contemporary Japanese accounts that describe his appearance, that describe his abilities, and the respect he commanded among his peers. So let's stop with that DEI woke stuff because that's not the case. We just spitting facts here. And let's talk about how the game development, the game developers, Assassin's Creed, Ubisoft approach this. Because we all know that Assassin's Creed games can get political, but that's just that. In game, they can get political. Ubisoft carefully considered this decision to feature Yasuke as the protagonist. Do y'all think they would just put a black man as a protagonist again, especially in this climate, without having some facts, without having some resources to back it up? Think about it. Think about it. And again, this is coming from a commitment to historical authenticity rather than any modern IRL political agendas. This is just something that's real, factual, that you can research yourself. The game dead ass explores documented cultural exchange and social dynamics that characterize 16th century Japan. We watched videos, we listened to reviews, we read articles that said such. So think about this. Why would they disrespect the Japanese culture, their history, and anger so many people for the sake of a game, for the sake of $1? Do y'all think Ubisoft would do that? They already going down the drain. Their only fire games is literally Assassin's Creed. Every other title is going to shit. So think about that. The development team invested hella time and resources into historical research, talking to primary resources and historical experts to accurately portray both the aspects of Japanese samurai culture and Yasuke's unique position within the social hierarchy. They talked to so many people. Do y'all think they would have been like, fuck it, I don't care what y'all talking about, I'm still putting a black samurai here? Let's talk about all the different misconceptions, all the different weird opinions and everything else, because a lot of folks are just being ignorant, and I get it. Ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss. But sometimes, and only sometimes, because the claims dismissing the game as woke are dumb, are stupid, and they are ignoring the historical evidence supporting Yasuke's story. His presence in feudal Japan is not a modern invention. It's not new, it's not made up, nor is it just some creative liberty, but it is a well-documented historical fact supported by multiple sources. And on top of that, the game's narrative thoughtfully explores his documented journey from African warrior to respected samurai, all while maintaining accuracy to historical accounts. And on top of that, it's being weaved into the established Assassin's Creed universe. Like, if we honestly sit here and think about that, that shit is fire, because they may even start putting other historical figures in Assassin's Creed that we all rock with. Shit, Attila the Hun, Lubu, Joan of Arc. You can name any historical figure and they just might do it. But we need to keep an open mind. We need to stop claiming everything as woke or DEI. Honestly, at the end of the day, Assassin's Creed Shadows stands as a testament to the series' long-standing tradition of masterfully putting historical figures into its rich narrative. The inclusion of Yasuke represents not just historical accuracy, but an opportunity to shine a light on historical figures. Y'all can literally play as other characters and experience and explore a compelling but frequently overlooked chapter in samurai history, especially through the lens of somebody who actually lived it. Now, I would love to hear y'all thoughts on this topic, so make sure you comment, let me know what you think, because I honestly feel like this is crazy. But I know y'all got something for me, so make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment, and talk to me about it.